Hello, hi. If you're watching me again, welcome back. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Nikita, and I'm a recovering addict. I also suffer from BPD, ADHD, and CPTSD. I talk more on these disorders and how I navigate them and manage their symptoms in other videos. So please feel free to check them out if you'd like. Today's topic of discussion is quite different from all of this. It's something that's very personal to me. It's something that I feel very strongly about, and it's a decision that I came to after years and years of thinking about it. So as you guys know, I'm married. I've been married almost 9 years now, and my husband and I have a really therapeutic relationship. To be honest with you, we both were friends before we got married, and so we understand each other at a very deep level. Now, one of the things that we decided early on in the marriage is that we don't want to have children. This was something that I initiated. He was still inclined to want to have kids, because he's great with children and all of that. But after a lot of conversation and thinking about how things are, and what we want from life, and what our aspirations are, we decided that it was for the best that we did not have children. Now, given that we are from a Indian background, and our families are a little orthodox in nature, we do get this question quite often as to when are you going to have kids, why haven't you had kids until now, why aren't you thinking about it, why don't you want to have kids. So these are questions that are often raised, especially towards me, more than my husband. But that's, it's understandable that people feel that it's okay to ask these questions, but it's a very personal decision, that we've taken together. But I understand their curiosity, because it's not something that's normal as much as it should be. It's not something that a lot of people kind of gravitate towards, and it's not traditionally a thing that people do, right? So let's talk a little bit about how I came to this decision, or how my husband and I kind of got to this decision together. So for me personally, like I've mentioned in previous videos, I did not have a good childhood, and it's not something that I look at very fondly, think about very fondly, or anything like that. It gives me a lot. It triggers me a lot to think about my childhood, so I often kind of stay away from thinking about it too much. Um, but but that being said, a lot of times I would have this question that, knowing that you had a bad childhood, perhaps you would be the best person to give someone the right kind of childhood, and you'll turn out to be a great mother. And I think that's true. I think I'll be a great mother if I were to have children. But my decision to not have kids has nothing to do with how I will be as a mother. I think I'm a great aunt. I think I'm great at my responsibilities as being an aunt. I do have a nephew that I care for very deeply, and like I mentioned, I have a sister who is about 9 years younger to me. So I've practically raised her while I was a child myself. So I have the experience of taking care of a child. I also got Stitch, my cat, my child, when he was a baby, and he was about a month old when we got him, so I took care of him as well. So I know that I'm good at taking care of children, but it's not something that I think about or base my decision on. And it's not that I don't want to have a family, or the thought of having a family scares me. It doesn't. At some point it did, years ago perhaps it did, but it doesn't anymore. I think I'll be good at it. I think I'll be great at it. But my decision to not have children is not based on that either. So let's talk about some of the reasons um, that I've based it on. And to be honest with you, I love children. I have a great time with children. If there are others children, and I know how to take care of them, whether it's changing their diapers, because like I said, I've helped raise my nephew as well. So whether it's changing diapers, whether it's giving them a bath, whether it's taking them to school, whether it's helping them with their homework, everything I can do. But again, that doesn't really factor into my decision at all. So a couple of things. The first thing is that because I did not have a great childhood, I did not get a chance to experience a lot of things in my life that I should have, or I could have. And so now that I'm independent, now that I have the backup, whether it be financial or mental, I feel like I want to experience those things without a responsibility, and that's a primary reason I want to not have kids. Another reason is that I want to be there for my baby sister and for my nephew whenever they need me. Even in fact, something that I've considered doing is getting a will made, so that anything and everything that I own goes to my nephew and goes to my baby sister when I'm no longer there. So these are practical decisions that I've made, and it's not something that my husband isn't in favor of. Initially, like I mentioned, he was a little hesitant and all of that, but he grew to understand why I would not want to. Another reason is it's my body, and I'm not comfortable putting myself through all that pain and all that suffering just to have a child. I'd rather adopt if I could. I'd rather, give someone a childhood that deserves it, and get them out of a bad situation if I were to. So, adoption is definitely something that I'm willing to do. Perhaps not now. Once, I'm more settled in life, I'm more financially strong, then I would think about it. But as of now, my main two reasons is that it's my body. I don't want to put it through anything like that. It's very strenuous. It's very painful. It takes a lot out of a woman to be able to have a child. So I don't want to do that. And like I said, I want to be able to live and experience life that I didn't get to do in the early years of my life. So I want to do it now. Um, Another reason is that I don't know if you guys have heard of the abbreviation DINK, double income, no kids. That's a concept that has kind of started to take off a little bit in India, and I love the concept. I love the concept of having two incomes and no children, no responsibility, being able to put money where it's possible, whether it be in your saving for your later years, or whether it be buying experiences that we wouldn't have been able to otherwise, and things like that. So I like that concept too. I want my money to myself. I don't want to sacrifice my sleep taking care of a child either. As it is, don't get enough sleep. I don't get to rest as much with my conditions, and so that's another reason that I don't want to have kids. The work of raising a child is very difficult. I think women who do it are very brave. I respect them. I think it's wonderful what they're doing, and I like that they find it fulfilling. For me, I want to be fulfilled with what I leave behind as a legacy, which would be my nephew and my baby sister. For me, that will be my legacy. For me, that is where I want to pour in everything and do the best that is possible out of me. Uh, I don't want to add someone else to the mix and divide that legacy into more people. Um, so yeah, it's not a decision that I came to very easily. I've thought about it a lot, and there are days, because of hormonal changes in a woman's body, there are days when I feel like, oh, what if I had a child, and what if I was pregnant, and that kind of it I romanticize the idea a lot during those hormonal days, whether I be on my period or post period fertilization thing, not fertilization, what do you call it, fertile period, I think fertile period, the fertile period that comes after your actual period. During those days, it does hormonally, I do get those thoughts that what if I was pregnant and this and that. But I know it's a phase. I know it's a temporary phase. So I don't put a lot of thought into it. I know it's my body kind of telling me that, this is the age, this is the right time, and do it. But I don't want to do it. So it's not like I hate kids, or I'm unfulfilled, or I'm not happy or something like that. I am very happy with where I'm at in my life right now, whether it be physically, mentally, or financially also. So I'm at a very fulfilling space in my life. It can only get better from here, so I'm hoping for that to happen. And at some point, when I feel that we are ready to kind of take over someone's responsibility, adoption will be on the table, but it'll never be having my own child for sure. Yeah. And the reason that I'm making this video, or even airing out this information, is because like I mentioned, in an Indian household, whenever you get married, the next day of your marriage, you hear, when are you going to have kids, or have kids. And in our case, my husband is about 10 years older to me. So that pressure was there from the very day that we got married. And whether it be his family asking about it, whether it be my relatives talking about it, thankfully my siblings kind of understand this concept that I'm on, and they know that I don't want to have kids, and they're very comfortable with the idea. In fact, if anything, they support it. But I do get a lot of questions about this, and so I thought I'll answer it. So yeah, I'm very happy that I don't have children, and I'm at a good place for it. I want to work on recovering from my mental health issues, and I want to work on myself, be a better person, be a better human being, and I don't need to have a child in order to do that. So yeah, that's about it. That's what I wanted to talk about. um, so yeah, I don't want to make it a very long video at all. Yeah, so so just knowing that not choosing to be a parent does not mean that you have an unfulfilled life. I get fulfillment from a lot of other factors in my life, whether it be the friends that I've made along the way, the circle and community I've created for myself, my relationship with my husband, my relationship with my siblings. These are important things for me, nothing else, right? So with that in mind, I wrote a short poem for today. Today is day 21 of trying to love something. So I'm going to read it out to you and hopefully you enjoy it. All right. So, day 21 of trying to love something. I've found little things tucked quietly into the corners of my days. The rain that stayed a little longer, the coffee that felt like a friend, the silence that didn't ask me to perform, a message from someone I hadn't heard from just to check if I was okay, and somehow I was. The moon always watching, even when I forget to look. A song that understood me better than I understood myself. None of it was grand, but all of it was enough. Enough to help me stay, enough to whisper, "You're still here, keep going." Yeah, so that's about it. I am going to keep going, and I am going to voice out what my thoughts and my feelings are. Today it was this, tomorrow will be something else. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Do all those beautiful things that YouTube allows you to do if you want to. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment. It'll mean a lot to me. And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for not giving up on me. Yeah. All right then, have a nice day. Bye.